Everyone. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about being prepared for whatever weather disaster or natural disaster or man-made disaster comes your way. I know I see on all these videos, be prepared, buy our food, $500 a bucket. Look, I don't have $500 to spend for a bucket of food. And even now, FEMA, the government is recommending that you have 3 months worth of food in your home to feed your family. This could keep your family alive. If you look at Venezuela right now, and if you don't know anything about Venezuela and what's going on down there, I'm not going to get into all of that because there's a lot there. I encourage you to Google that. Look at what's happening, how they're starving. And the first few weeks, they ate all their dogs and cats, and now their people are just starved to death. And this is not a third world country. It's a very oil-rich country, and they prospered there until the government was taken over by communists. So I encourage you to check into that if you don't believe what I'm saying there. But I've been telling my granddaughter, who does my shopping for me now, what to get me, and she comes back with 1 or 2 little boxes, and I'm telling her, get me some groceries. I am not one that's ever done this. I'm not a prepper, never have been, but when the government started encouraging us to be prepared, I thought, well, maybe it's time to listen, but I don't have the money to buy that food. So the Lord started showing me just to go to the grocery store and start buying. So I've been telling my granddaughter, get beans, get beans. She'll bring me back a little can of something. So anyway, I went with her a couple weeks ago, and I started buying some things. And I'm saying, we'll get beans. We'll get the bean out. I don't like beans, she says. I don't like beans. I'm not eating beans. I don't like beans. Well, okay, the rest of us are not going to starve to death because you don't like beans. Okay. You like chili. Okay, red kidney beans are the beans. I hope you can see that. My light's so bad. Red kidney beans are the beans that are in your chili. You can buy these and just, cook these up, and it's like your chili beans. If you've got some powdered flavoring or whatever you can put in them, you can have chili beans. It'd just be your chili without the meats, They'll keep you from starving to death. Okay, so she likes chili. We got kidney beans. She also likes Mexican food. Well, these pinto beans are the beans that are the refried beans you get in all your food at Taco John's and Taco Bell and all. These are just boiled and cooked and then mashed. And they make your refried beans, pinto beans. Your white beans, I didn't carry in here. But you can put tomato sauce in your white beans and make pork and beans. Well, a lot of people don't like white beans. A lot of people don't like pork and beans. But then if you have some brown sugar and some flavorings and stuff, you can make baked beans out of those. This is also good to save money now. Rather than buy your cans, you can make your own refried beans or your own pork and beans, baked beans, just from these dried beans. Also, there's lots and lots of boxes like this that could keep your family alive. This is red beans and rice. If you're Cajun, you know what red beans and rice is. If you're not familiar with New Orleans style food, these are really good, and they're really flavorful. They're not very expensive. And then it's rice-a-roni. Buy the big packages of rice, flavor them yourself, but even you can stock up on these boxes of stuff that have your flavor and everything in it. Also, your pasta. You can get lots of spaghetti in a small space. And don't forget storage space under your bed. You can store a lot of food like this under your bed if you're sitting there saying, I don't have the room. And all kids' favorite, the macaroni and cheese. And for this, you can buy big boxes of dry powdered milk that you can use to put in them. But if you use to keep your family from starving to death, you could put water, just leave water in an emergency situation if you didn't have milk. So you can buy the dried milk in boxes, which I don't have, but I'm intending to buy. Like I say, I'm not a prepper. I just started this recently, but I'm going to be buying more every week because it's not that expensive to buy these. What else? Water. You have to have water to cook all this. Water's very expensive to stock up on gallons of water. But what you can do, when you finish a gallon of milk, rinse that jug out, fill it up with water, and put it back. We're going to need a whole lot more than that, even just under normal circumstances. Look at the drought in California, and that's coming other places as well, where we won't have all the water we want. But right now, while you can get water, start putting it back. I've been doing that for quite a while. Just when I empty a milk jug, I rinse it out and put water in it. And you say you don't have room for those gallons of water. I don't either. But you will have to get rid of clothes or craft supplies or whatever it takes if it means keeping your family alive. And this is just a start. But these are some simple things you can do even if you don't have money. You don't have to have money to buy this extra when you go to the grocery store. I didn't want to carry any more in here than this. This is a start to give you some ideas. But like I say, even FEMA recommends now that we be prepared with food and water to keep our family alive for at least 3 months. That's going to take quite a bit of food the way my grandson eats. Okay, but please think about it. And if you have the money to buy all those big tubs of food, good, buy them. If you don't, buy what you can. Do what you can do. And a lot of people say, well, God will protect me, God will help me, and yes, He will. But He expects us to do some things for ourselves, too. So, just start a little bit at a time. And the way things are getting right now, I said the more you can do, the better. The sooner you can get it put back, the better. But these are some things that will keep your family alive in a situation, even, like I said, like they have in Venezuela right now. So think about it. Start getting prepared a little as you can along. Do what you can do. And God will do what you can't. But start with anything, wherever you can start. Just start someplace. So I love you all, and I'm praying for you. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.